Good evening. Well, last night we asked the question, who's in charge? Because it seemed, when it comes to the March on Armistice Day, nobody really wants to take responsibility. Well, there was more chaos this morning as we opened our Times newspapers to see the Home Secretary, Suella Braverman. Yes, her again. And she wrote this: during COVID, why was it that lockdown objectors were given no quarter by public order police, yet Black Lives Matter demonstrators were enabled to break rules and even greeted with officers taking the knee? Right-wing and nationalist protesters who engage in aggression are rightly met with a stern response, yet pro-Palestinian mobs displaying almost identical behaviour are largely ignored, even when clearly breaking the law. Well. She said that, and of course this comes after describing the marches as hate marches, describing the small dinghies crossing the English Channel as an invasion. And indeed, very often with Suella, I think what she sort of sees, well, what did Nigel say last week? Maybe I'll say it this week. But she, of course, is in the House of Commons and is the Home Secretary, and of course being met by howls of outrage by left-wing mainstream media, by, of course, virtually everybody in the Labour Party, but even by many on her own side. The Kit Malthouses, all of these sort of rather wet Tory MPs are appalled by what Suella has to say. But, you know, the way the Westminster bubble thinks about comments, thinks about ambitions, thinks about these statements is just so often very different to what you think outside in the country. I have to say, I do think that when it comes to dealing with pro-Palestinian, even pro-Hamas supporters, the police have treated it with kid gloves. Yet when the English Defence League won a march through East London a few years ago, the march simply gets banned. I've been saying it for the last 2 weeks. I don't believe the police are being even-handed. And the Daily Telegraph have done a snap poll on this, asking the simple question, should Suella Braverman be sacked after accusing the police of playing favourites with protesters? And the result is pretty clear. Yes, she should be sacked, say 28%. No, she should not be sacked, say 72%. And I am absolutely certain that the centre of gravity on this, in this country is actually right behind the Home Secretary. Now, there are rumours swirling tonight around the bars and pubs in Westminster that a rapid reshuffle is on the way and that maybe Suella Braverman is on the way out. I like very much what Suella Braverman has to say. My disappointment is she never actually delivers any of it.